It's been a typical busy day here on the farm, all except for this. The truck is going in the pond!
Greetings, friends!
Our family sold almost everything, including our house in the city, to start a farm in the country. Join us as we share with you our adventures, while we discuss farming, fitness, and everything in between.
And don't forget, we live in a yurt too! We are Farm Fit!
If you're looking for a year-end gift and want to support the work that we're doing, get some Farm Fit gear. The day started off with Selah and I harvesting some squash flowers. Since these squash were really in a bad place, I had been waiting to remove them. And today was the day that we did it. We pulled up the squash plants, and the leaves on these squash plants were huge. And we actually took these squash plants to the ducks. Had no idea if the ducks would like them or not, so we figured we'd try it out. And the ducks absolutely loved the squash plants. They were tearing them up. So right now, one of the issues that we're running into is we have so many ducks and so few areas for them to graze in. So one of the things I really need to do is create an area that is more permanent for them to stay in and just keep it with mulch. I saw in the areas when we were at Baker Creek where they had some livestock, they actually had gravel inside the run area for the chicken coops. And I said, hey, that would be a fantastic idea for ducks because the rocks would act as a filtration system to filter out the poop. Since their poop is more liquidy, it would just go down, wash out through the gravel, and their area would still stay sanitized. We're not gonna do gravel to start off with, we're gonna do mulch. But before I do that, what I need to do, since our area is on a slope, I need to level it out. So to do that, we tried to start earlier with using the skid steer. That didn't work out because we've had so much rain here with the hurricane and just rain. So what I'm doing is I'm digging a trench at the top and I'm gonna make a swale type hill at the bottom. So that way it will keep the mulch from washing out. And over time, we're gonna build up that mulch to even out at the top of that hill down at the bottom. So that way the mulch will stay in, and that way it'll also be a little more level and we could build and make it more level over time. Ideally, it would have been best to let the skid steer do the work, but right now the ducks really need to move into an area that is a little more permanent right now, so we have to do what we have to do for our animals. So I'm just gonna have to put the muscle into it again. Here we go. Okay, so now that we have the trench dug at the top, we're gonna need to pull this line and we're gonna measure it out so that way we can make it level to the bottom of the hill. But to do that, I'm gonna need a level. Selah and Josiah, can you all show the kids at home what a level is?
Yeah!
Go get it for me. How's that work?
When the bubble's in the middle, that means it's level.
Can you make it level to show them? There you go. It's almost there. We're gonna use our level here to make our line level. So right now I'm just checking to see where we're at, see which one needs to come up. And right now, downside needs to come up or the upside needs to come down. So that's what we're gonna do and making adjustments as we go to get it level to see where we need to add our dirt in what areas. You know what? We're close enough. We're not building a wall. We just need to get it close to where it's something we can work with and we're not concerned about things just totally washing away. So I think it'll be good. All right, so we have our work cut out for us and we're definitely gonna get our farm fit exercise in today. And Lacie is here joining me.
Hello.
Using a broadfork to loosen it up. As she loosens it up with the broadfork, I'm gonna come with the shovel and just transport it to the bottom side. And this, my friends, is why I don't need the gym anymore. Because out here, you have plenty of things to get you farm fit.
Hold on just a minute.
It may not look like it, but we are about halfway done with this project. And as we're at the halfway point, Selah is help packing it down. You helping too? But overall, the ducks are gonna really do a good job of packing it down because with their web feet, that's just what they do.
I sure wish I had web feet.
Since we're just about there, I'm gonna go ahead and take our fence and just kind of measure out to make sure the area that we're making is the exact size. So what I'm gonna do is, the ducks are right here. I'm gonna take a fence and put it inside that fence because I really want to reuse this fence. This is a Premier 1 fence, and this is one of the permanents, which is my favorite one. And the one we're gonna put inside there just to hold them temporarily while I'm working with it is this white one here. I don't like it as much. Like I said, I like the green permanent ones much better. They're much sturdier. I know there's all kind of videos about how not to get this stuff tangled, and I've seen them. However, I'm always getting these things tangled up. Just is what it is. They're excellent fences. I'm just a problem. We'll get it out. Okay, now that I have the fence set up on the interior, I'm gonna take the perma fence that's on the exterior and move it to the area that we're working in. You may be wondering, why don't I just let the ducks out on the pond? Well, we are seeing snapping turtles again. So I don't want to let them out on the pond until I feel like we have that somewhat under control and the danger is not there. So that is why we're not moving them out. All right, so I managed to not get this one tangled up right now, but we're gonna go ahead and get it into place in the area that we're setting up here. Here I go again. So after laying out the fence, I have noticed that it doesn't make a complete square without adding extra posts. Since that's the case, as you can see here, I'm gonna have to take out a little bit more dirt and bring some out here and down here to the corner. But it's past lunch now, so we need to take a lunch break. We'll take a lunch break, regroup, come back out, knock it out. Lunch first though. Alrighty, finished with lunch now. Not sure when the rest of them will be back, but gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta get this project done because I'm ready to move the ducks. They need a little bit healthier area to be in. I like them to be on fresh grass normally, and since I'm keeping them fenced in more with the threat of the snapping turtle, definitely want to make sure they have a new area with new fresh mulch and it's just healthier, so we have healthier birds, healthier ducks overall. Back to it. So as you can see, as I started to work, the team came to join me. Sometimes I'm not sure. Sometimes they're quicker at getting out here than others, but they were pretty quick today. As I was digging, I found a root. You're strong. And this, my friends, is why I farm. Seeing us work together, knocking projects out together is so much fun. Can you pull it over here? Over there? You need help? You want some help? Let me help you out. Come on, help me. There we go, we pull it together. Can we pull it together? Oh, Josiah got ahead of us. He's gonna dump. Whoa. You gonna dump it? You need help again? Grab it and flip it over. Wow. We did it. There we go. Get some more. Okay. Finally, after a few hours, we are done. Next thing we have to do is to bring in the mulch. This project would have taken about an hour, maybe 2, with the right equipment, but with muscle power, it took a little bit longer, but at least we got a good workout in while we were doing it. So next we're gonna bring in the mulch, and then we're gonna bring in the ducks. Here we go again. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. The mulch is in the back of the truck, and we're hoping the ground is drier now than when it was earlier when we had the skid steer in. So hopefully the truck doesn't go rolling into the pond. Let's just see what happens. Makes me pretty nervous backing up my truck over here. Every time I look at it, it makes me think, my truck is going in the pond. Okay, we have the mulch that we have spread out. Still need a little bit more mulch, but we have to get some mulch another day, and the ducks need to be moved. So it's time to move the ducks. So we work together as a team to get the ducks from where they are over there to right in here where we have the mulch. So we have Selah and Josiah in position at the bottom of the hill. We have Mommy at the top of the hill, and then we have Micah inside. Hopefully it doesn't scare them off. Maybe they'll just think he's a duck too. So the plan is we're gonna connect part of the old fence to the edge of the other fence, and then hopefully they just move right over. See how it goes, because I'm gonna be the one shepherding, whatever you call it. Shepherding? Okay, let me try that again. So I'm gonna be the one shepherding, that's a tough word, I'm not even gonna say that anymore. I'm gonna be the one moving them over into the new fence. So as we're tidying up just the last few touches of moving the ducks over into this area, this can be a good idea for those of you who don't have pasture, which we don't have a ton of pasture areas to raise your ducks. So there's a little more maintenance involved in that. You don't have to worry about the time of moving them around on a regular basis, but you need to make sure that they have fresh bedding. And I'm gonna be using mulch here. I'm gonna be keeping you all up to date on the progress of this area and giving you some tips on some things you need to do as I'm learning in this process. We're still going to be giving them access to the pond, but like I said earlier, I want to make sure that we get our snapping turtle issue taken care of. But at least here, we can make sure that we are providing them with a more sanitary area to live in. A little bit out of breath, also banged up my knee, actually my shin, as I was doing stuff. So that's going to be it for this vlog. I'm okay, just had to walk it off. saddest day is over. And I surely did think that my truck was going in the pond with the ground being wet and the truck being parked on a slope like that. And I forgot to mention that my emergency brake has been a little weird, so I was a little nervous, but glad we're back on level ground. Well, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Feel free to leave a comment below, even if it's just to say, hey. Also, make sure you don't miss any of our new videos. So, subscribe and sign up to receive notifications each time we release a new video. Also, you may want to check out these videos right here. And also check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you next time.